So the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Again, it's Harris on second down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he threw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wentz.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That call on a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Out of the gun, Herbert.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Herbert now.
Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
Going deep here for Watkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
To the air again, Herbert. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. play action. It's Herbert. He's going to throw one up from the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Browns are going to get possession.
Why would they do that? Why would he do that? Fuck out of here.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Harris. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone. First down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try to keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Terry McLaurin, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bears have taken the lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's pulled in at the 32. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. McCaffrey running up the middle. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Terry McLaurin, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. the gun. It's Wentz. This is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. McCaffrey on the counter. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's got a man, complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Herbert on first down now. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Herbert. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. To throw once more on second and 10. Herbert.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Second down and goal. Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal.
Herbert off of play action. And the pressure gets to him again. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on second and goal, a sack on third and goal. Now brings up a decision on fourth down.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll run again with Harris. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Harris running straight ahead. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's
and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Kyle Pitts,
47 yards.
and the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
He's got the first down and more than that. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Damian Harris
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. Going deep here for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to try and go deep again, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They snap it to Herbert. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And this will be caught at the 30.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 17, Herbert. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's going to be caught.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. McCaffrey. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
On 2nd and goal. Herbert. Touchdown!
Brandon Ayuk. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 120 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They run again with Harris. And he lost the football. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Now Herbert following the turnover. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
To try again after the sack. Herbert. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's Logan Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. In motion left goes a tight end. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flush to his right.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Going deep here for Watkins. And he's got it inside the 10. A huge play there for Chicago. 68 yards.
That part, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The CD always a little extra excitement for Week 1 and one of our early window games here in Week 1.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the ain't no waist.